The family dog was dying slowly, so I did the unthinkable. I'm a woman in my late 30s. My partner, who we'll call Greg, is in his early 50s. He lives in a house with his adult daughter, his brother Mark, late 40s, and Mark's adult son. Also living with them is Elise, Mark's ex-wife. They separated years ago but stayed close, and Mark's been supporting her due to her ongoing health issues. Elise can't drive right now, but Mark has a flexible job and is home most weekdays. Mark and Elise have a chocolate lab named Rusty. He's 15, and you can tell. Rusty has multiple large tumors, his nails are so overgrown they curl, and he can barely walk. Despite all this, they haven't taken him to a vet in years. When they first noticed a lump, they were told it was a harmless fatty tumor, so they ignored it, and they've continued to ignore all the worsening signs. Rusty mostly lies in one spot all day, maybe moving to eat or go outside. It's heartbreaking. My partner and I tried bringing it up multiple times, but Mark and Elise always brushed it off. Then last Friday, Greg and I were having dinner in the backyard. Rusty tried to come up the steps and collapsed. His hind legs wouldn't straighten, and his ankles dragged across the concrete. I was so upset I had to leave. Greg talked to Elise afterward, and she casually said he'd been walking funny for a few days, but was fine. I told Greg I couldn't stay there anymore. I couldn't keep watching Rusty suffer like that. I gave them until the end of Monday to take him to a vet, or I would call animal control myself. They didn't do anything. Mark even admitted he didn't want to take Rusty to the vet because the vet will just put him down. So true to my word, I called animal services on Tuesday. That night, Greg and I were out swimming like we do every week. We didn't see our phones until we were out of the pool. That's when the fallout started. Apparently, the officer said Rusty was fine and didn't need a vet. Even more baffling, they said giving him pain meds could actually cause his legs to break. I was stunned. How could a 15-year-old dog, covered in tumors and barely able to move, be considered fine? Mark and Elise went ballistic. I was immediately banned from the house. Honestly, I don't care. I never liked them. I only tolerated them because I love Greg. I've already been spending less and less time there this past year because of them. But now Greg's caught in the middle, and they're mad at him too. I even called animal services back the next day to ask for clarification. The woman on the phone seemed confused herself, especially when I told her what their officer said about the vet not being necessary. I'm still waiting for the officer to get back to me. It just doesn't add up. When pets get older, aren't we supposed to take them in for more regular checks? When my own pets hit 12, I started getting them senior checkups at least once a year. But apparently I've been doing it wrong. Elise tried to guilt me, saying I should have come to her directly instead of calling animal services. But I did that last year. When I said Rusty was struggling to walk, she dismissed it, joked about how quick he was when there was cake on the counter. The truth is, I couldn't talk to her calmly. I was too upset. I knew if I said something, it would turn into a screaming match. So I walked away, trying to cool down instead. But now, thanks to the fallout, Greg might need to find a new place when the lease ends. He's stuck in a mess he didn't make. So, am I the a-hole for calling animal control on my partner's brother? Or was I the only one who actually tried to help Rusty?
If you thought that was wild, trust me, we've barely scratched the surface. We drop new jaw-dropping stories from the depths of Reddit every single week. So if betrayal, chaos, and karma are your thing, hit that subscribe button and stick around. This is Reddit and Regret, where every post is a plot twist,